Markham out to a slight lead over Dave Hornicle. And Shane McLaughlin already starting to make a move on the inside.
And how about that, DC? The outside lane was by far the preferred lane in the heats, but the inside starter of row number 1, Ryan Markham, gets the early advantage.
Markham will hang on tight. Here comes lap number 2 for Markham. Hornicle continues to roll with good momentum on the outside. Shane McLaughlin works the inside. Looks like Lonis and George Lee right there for 4th and 5th.
And you see George Lee running his patented high line way back in the field, high, wide, and handsome around Hilltop Speedway. But look at this racing action. They are all over the racetrack here, inside, outside, up the middle. Great action here in Millersburg.
Shane McLaughlin working up close, nearly touching the rear deck lid of Ryan Markham, but Dave Hornicle right there. Throw a blanket over the top 3, Matt, as they roll down by the flag stand.
3 cars and make it 5 cars as you see George Lee starting to stick his nose in there as well, along with the 007 of Rick Bond. Plenty of great racing action up front, in the middle, and the back of the field. This is what Hilltop Speedway is famous for.
It's called a bull ring for a reason, because it's a bull in a china shop. These cats are all over each other. Throw a blanket over the top 5 right now with Ryan Markham hanging on, but how, I don't know. Here comes Shane McLaughlin again. Looks to the inside. He moves up. Hornicle's got that second spot. Caution flag comes out.
Looks like one car spun up on the outside of turns 1 and 2, right in the racing lane. Thankfully, at least so far, it looks like everybody's able to dodge that spinning machine, and looks like we're going to be able to escape without a serious incident.
Keith Tisch comes to a halt in 1 and 2. We'll take a quick timeout. About 5 laps into our first day into the season. Here tonight from Hilltop. More in a moment.
I'm Brandon Zeal. I'm from Cortez, Colorado. Going to the University of Northwestern Ohio for my bachelor's in business administration, as well as associates in high performance automotive. What actually made me choose UNOH was it really came down to tuition. I was looking at other schools, and out-of-state tuition really got kind of ridiculous. Looking at UNOH, and it's affordable. Every class I've had hasn't had more than 20 students, so that's been really nice. Had some good one-on-one time with my instructors. Just a really great learning experience, really.
Callies Performance Products, the home of America's #1 racing crankshafts and ultra-connecting rods, is a proud sponsor of this event's coverage. At Callies, American craftsmanship is put to work every day, producing the best engine components available through the use of superior materials and technology. Your crankshaft and connecting rod needs can often be met immediately from our large selection of finished, ready-to-ship inventory.
Welcome back to Hilltop Speedway. Our 40-lap A main just underway for night number 1 for the UNOH All-Star Late Models here. 6 down, 34 to go. Just a moment ago, Keith Tisch got sideways, and our first caution came out. Good racing so far. Matt Noonan, 5 cars right on top of each other early on.
Good racing. That's the understatement of the night, to say the least, as they were spread out high, low, all over this bull ring here in eastern Ohio, Millersburg, Ohio, the site of Hilltop Speedway. And, you know, we saw Ryan Markham up front. In some cases, being the leader of the race can actually be a disadvantage, because with no mirrors in these cars, no spotters, he doesn't know where the guys behind him are driving. And with guys high and low, he doesn't know exactly what lane to defend out there.
Delaware-style restart here tonight, as it is always for the All-Star Late Models. Ryan Markham on the point. Second car in line gets to choose what line he wants. That is Shane McLaughlin right now on the inside. He takes it. Dave Hornicle will be on the outside. Mike Lonis and the General George Lee still lurking in that 5th position. Starter looking him over. 6 down, 34 to go. Green flag is out. We are racing again.
Let's see what line Markham takes. Looks like he's going to go down low.
Hornicle goes up high. McLaughlin locks down that 2nd position right now, but Hornicle going to continue to operate on the outside. Look at George Lee. Now he rolls up to 4th position, but Mike Lone is hanging right on there, Matt.
Yeah, it looks like he slipped a little bit off of turn number 4, but gathered himself back up and just got shot out of a cannon down the front straightaway. And he's got his momentum hanging in there. He's only a couple car lengths back in the race leader, but he's back in about 5th.
This is why I love dirt late model racing. They are right on top of each other, functioning. If anybody has a slight misstep, Matt Noonan, it could be pandemonium World War III.
I mean, look at this. It's Noah's Ark at over 100 miles an hour, 2 by 2, all the way back to the field, and another yellow.
Caution flag out. That's E1. And it looks like the E1 of Eric Smitley over there.
Well, so far, turn number 2 has been Calamity Corner out there tonight. We saw it cause caution number 1, and now caution number 2 right down there on the same end of the track.
Keith Tisch got out of shape earlier in that turn there. Must be a little bit slick there, Matt. But Eric Smitley in the E1 comes to a halt on the bottom side of 1 and 2.
And you know that makes sense, DC, because turns 1 and 2 is on the eastern edge of the racetrack, so that edge of the track gets sunlight longer than the other edge. So generally speaking, it'll dry out a little bit quicker. You'll have less moisture there. That could contribute a little bit to why we see more incidents down at that end of the track.
All right, tending to Eric Smitley down there, but the lineup will reset again. The Delaware-style restart. Again, the car on the point remains there, but the car second in line gets the choice. Obviously, the 9 of Shane McLaughlin picks the low line. That's where he's going to set. All right, they get Eric Smitley pushed away down there in 1 and 2. He's going to rejoin the tail. So it'll still be flying Ryan Markham out of Ashland, Ohio. Ryan, I believe, with 18 career wins. Don't mean to mislead you, 18 career wins as opposed to 16. But so needless to say, Matt Noonan, he knows his way around this track, and he's in a tough spot right now. Going to be tough to dislodge Ryan Markham.
Yeah, Ryan Markham certainly knows his way around Hilltop Speedway. He was the inaugural champion here back when the track opened in 2006. He has scored a number of wins here over the years. He'll be tough, but I'll tell you what, everybody behind him is looking very tough right now as well. Nobody's really been able to show any kind of dominance so far tonight.
8 down, 32 to go in this 40-lap A-main. Flying Ryan Markham will get on the gas in front of Shane McLaughlin and Dave Hornicle. Green flag out again. Markham, no trouble, off and running. Picking his lanes very carefully. Look at the top 5, Matt Noonan in line. McLaughlin up the challenge already, as is Dave Hornicle. And here comes Mike Lonis and General George Lee.
And everybody else.
It's right on top of Ryan Markham. If he only knew the melee going on behind him, but as you said, you can't grow the eyes in the back of your head.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Looks like somebody has spun down to the inside of turn number 3. That may be Kerry Mason in the 72, I believe.
Track worker there with a caution flag, so Kerry Mason brings it out this time.
Kerry, of course, the daughter of National Dirt Late Model Hall of Famer John Mason. That family from right here in Millersburg, Ohio.
Yeah, she's got it in the pedigree, if you will, and she pulls away there. Racing John Mason has his own successful racing business in this area. All right, Kerry Mason will get rolling again, the lone female in the crowd tonight. All right, so Kerry will rejoin the tail there. So it still sets with Ryan Markham, Shane McLaughlin, Dave Hornicle, Mike Lonis, and the General George Lee.
DC, looking back in the field, a couple guys we talked about before the A-main that we were going to keep our eyes on. Russ King in car number 56 and Doug Drown in the 1 DJ. Both had trouble in their heat races, and we both expected them to come to the front in a hurry. They've been able to advance a little bit of the way to the front, but there's just been so much traffic, they really have had nowhere to go.
10 down, 30 laps to go here in this 40-lap A-main. Ryan Markham continues to hold on, but the caution flags continue to brush it to the side as we can't get on a green flag run seemingly here tonight, Matt.
Yeah, we haven't been able to get any separation and have a chance for these guys just to turn some laps and get away from each other. But to be honest with you, the way things have been going so far, I don't think we're going to see guys get much separation with it as close as this field is. Everybody running just right within a few hundredths of a second of each other.
Everybody bunching up now. Pretty much staying the same. Ryan Markham on the point. 10 down, 30 to go. Shane McLaughlin and Dave Hornicle continue to operate and look for some lines. Green flag is out again, and we are racing.
What line does Markham take into 1 and 2? He goes low.
Hornicle up high, McLaughlin down low. Good battle back there for 4th and 5th. Right behind the top 3 between George Lee and Mike Lonis. But don't look now, J.R. Gentry is back there fighting for it as well. A lot of smoke as we look down the front chute.
And just look at that shot. I mean, guys are down low, guys are up high. That's just the kind of racing we've come to expect at Hilltop Speedway.
Through 3 and 4, coming down for lap number 12 now. Shane McLaughlin, I got a feeling he is not letting the leader get away in Ryan Markham. So McLaughlin is going to become a factor very shortly here. But look out, here comes Hornicle again there, Matt.
Yeah, he's really laying it up there on the line on the outside, riding the cushion here around Hilltop Speedway, and he might be the fastest car among that top three, going to try to make a move, but the yellow flag comes back out.
And with that, why don't we take a quick timeout as the caution comes out yet again. I believe that's our fourth caution of this A main. Looks like it's David Lyles down there in turn number 4, but we'll take a quick timeout and come back and reset them for you after this. Tonight here with the All-Star Late Models. More in a minute.
My name is Cassie Simonson, and I'm 2008 UNOH graduate, and I am the driver for the Conrad's Racing Top Alcohol Funny Car. We're researching schools. UNOH really was the one that caught my eye because it had a great reputation, and it was affordable, and it was open to all aspects of motorsports. The hands-on work is really what helped me gain my confidence and be able to go out into this workforce and jump in and use these tools like I've been doing it my whole life. I had nothing but good things to say about this school, and UNOH helped me make my dreams come true.
Callies Performance Products, the home of America's #1 racing crankshafts and ultra-connecting rods, is a proud sponsor of this event's coverage. At Callies, American craftsmanship is put to work every day, producing the best engine components available through the use of superior materials and technology. Your crankshaft and connecting rod needs can often be met immediately from our large selection of finished, ready-to-ship inventory.
Hilltop Speedway has been a staple in All-Star Championship Dirt Racing's years, and they've got an incredible 2012 campaign lined up for you. Matt Noonan had a chance to catch up with General Manager Jesse Wardell just moments ago.
You guys have done a lot of work to improve the facility here through the years. Tell us about some of the work that's gone into this place to make it one of the premier facilities in the region.
It's a steady, slow, ongoing thing. We baby steps, I say. We've got loges now. We put in this winter, new guardrail, catch fences, of course, the new scoring tower. Concession stands keeps getting more and more additions. We were just going to keep baby stepping along, and things are coming along real well.
Back at Hilltop Speedway, can't seem to get 2 laps put together here, Matt Noonan, but about 12 laps down now. And check that, 13 now, 27 to go. Sorry about that. Yeah, Ryan Markham still on the point there, Matt.
Yeah, he's been the point man in this race, and we've seen him kind of in the middle, kind of on the low side, up high. He doesn't really know what the best line is to defend that top spot because he's had guys taking shots at him in every spot on this track.
The top 5 has remained intact right behind Markham with Shane McLaughlin, Dave Hornicle, and then, of course, Mike Lonis and the General George Lee. I got a feeling if they could get some heat in those tires, you'd start to see the lines that McLaughlin and Hornicle are checking out. It looks like they have the faster cars than Markham right now.
They might be just a touch quicker than Markham, but they haven't been fast enough to be able to get around him yet. And, interesting, we talked to McLaughlin after he won his heat. He was up on the high side that whole heat race, but he said, make no mistake about it, I love the low line. That's where I'll be in the feature.
27 down. Check that, 13 down, 27 to go. Green flag back out again. Markham continues to work the low line. Hornicle will work high. Very racy track, high and low here tonight at Hilltop. Here comes lap number 14. 3 and 4 wide throughout the field.
It changes, but it doesn't. This is the same action we've seen ever since the first green flag dropped. This is why everybody loves Hilltop Speedway.
The top 5 have not moved out of position. Markham continues to operate. 15 in, 25